Increases to Social Security benefits. There is a new bill out that is proposing boosts across the board for Social Security recipients. So if you're somebody that collects retirement, SSI, SSDI, survivor's benefits, any of the fixed income benefits that come from the Social Security Administration, you're going to want to check out this video. And also, if you want $20, I've got a video sponsor today that's going to be giving it out to the first 500 people that use the link in the description. But more on that later on in the video. Let's get you caught up on the latest bills coming out to increase Social Security. Take a look. Casey and colleagues introduce a bill to increase Social Security benefits and help seniors deal with rising costs. This coming out March 21st. Also, here's another one coming out just the day before. Gillibrand announces legislation to boost Social Security benefits for seniors, as they're saying it's time to make good on those promises from the Biden administration to increase Social Security benefits across the board. We had originally heard $200 per month to everybody receiving Social Security benefits. We're going to be seeing what actually comes to Congress, what comes to fruition, and let me know, do you think that it's finally going to come to pass now that we are 4 years in and it is an election year, and a lot of people waiting to see something to help out seniors. Now, in addition to that, stick around to the end as well, as we've got some updates regarding changes to taxation on Social Security that actually has bipartisan support. A lot of people saying, why do we pay into Social Security with our income tax and then we get taxed when we pull out as well? It's a double taxation. It's not right. More updates coming on that as well. Stick around to the end, but let's go ahead and dive right in and get you caught up on the latest. And before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button if you appreciate the updates. Just helps spread this out even further. Thank you so much. To stay up to date, it's totally free. Why not? Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell. But with that being said, let's get you caught up on the new legislation, new bills coming out proposing boosting, increasing Social Security benefits for recipients. But first, a word from today's video sponsor. There's finally a way to trade on events that matter the most, like whether TikTok is going to be banned or Congress is going to be finally passing a border bill. Kalshi, which was founded by 2 MIT engineers, is the first legal financial exchange in the United States where you can bet on any event. It's basically like the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, but instead of investing in stocks, you can invest in things that you actually know about and care about. The exchange has hundreds of thousands of users and has already seen more than 500 million in trading. Kalshi has a ton of company-related markets where you can make money betting on things that will impact companies most. You can bet on things like, will TikTok be banned or will they be forced to sell? Will the Senate pass a border bill? What inflation or interest rates will be like? And more. This is how it works. Let's say you believe a law will pass that will force a TikTok sale. It is currently priced at 62%. You can buy shares of TikTok's forced sale at 62%. That's 62 cents each. The price changes based on what the market thinks the odds of the event are going to be. Let's say you want to buy 100 shares. That's 62 cents times 100 equals $62. And if TikTok is forced to sell, you get $100. Now, if not, you get $0. You can also sell the shares before the results come in. If the share price goes up to 80%, you can sell 100% of the shares for $80 and make a profit before the event even ends. Now, you can also pick no for 44 cents if you think the opposite will happen. You can also use these markets to know the likelihood of events. A price of 59 cents means thousands of people give a 59% chance of TikTok being forced to sell. You can see the likelihood of all the events on Kalshi by checking the current market price. Now, Kalshi has many company-related markets to trade on, and you can access them by using my link in the description below. And the first 500 people to use my link will get a $20 credit. So check them out. And thanks to today's video sponsor, Kalshi. All right, so first let's take a look at this proposed increase by Casey and colleagues. This coming out March 21st that says the boosting of benefits of COLAs for Seniors Act would ensure that Social Security benefits increase at a rate that actually reflects the costs seniors face. And they're saying that the COLA boosts are simply not enough. So they're suggesting an increase by increasing the COLA boosts each and every single year. Casey introduces a bill in conjunction with the hearing on preserving and protecting Social Security. They've come together and introduced the Boosting Benefits and COLAs for Seniors Act. The bill will help seniors contend with the rising costs by changing the way Social Security cost of living adjustments, or COLAs, are calculated to increase benefits to more comprehensively reflect the costs incurred by older adults. Casey introduced the bill the same week that he held the Aging Committee hearing on preserving and protecting Social Security, and said for millions of older adults in Pennsylvania and across the nation, Social Security is the promise of a safe and stable retirement. As the costs of basic goods and services for seniors rise, we cannot allow that promise to be broken. The Boosting Benefits and COLAs for Seniors Act would help seniors contend with the rising costs and ensure Social Security remains a lifeline for all of those who need it. Now, each year, Social Security's cost of living adjustment increase is based on the CPIW, which is for urban wage earners. They want to change that to the CPIE, which would result in bigger increases for seniors that are receiving these benefits. Now, here's a press release that came out from Kirsten Gillibrand in New York that's going to give us a little bit more details as well. And it says legislation would help ensure that Social Security benefits keep pace with the rising costs of healthcare under the new bill. Social Security cost of living adjustment for 2024 would have been increased by 25% according to this bill. And it says Social Security is a lifeline for older adults. For many, it's their main source of income, but benefits aren't keeping up with the pace of rising costs, leaving many older Americans struggling to afford the basics, particularly healthcare. The Boosting Benefits and COLAs for Seniors Act would factor the high cost of healthcare into Social Security benefits calculations and help make sure recipients aren't forced to choose between paying for the medications and buying other necessities. Older adults have already spent a lifetime working, saving, and contributing to Social Security. They deserve to retire comfortably, and I'm determined to pass a bill that will help ensure that they get it. Now, again, this is going to be addressing CPIW and CPIE, giving more details on exactly how much the increase would be. The Social Security cost of living adjustment is currently calculated by the CPIW for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Boosting the benefits of the COLA for Seniors Act would calculate COLAs to be modified by the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, or the CPIE instead. Now, CPIE weighs the cost of healthcare more highly in its measures of inflation and is thus generally more reflective of the actual costs incurred by older adults. For example, in January of 2024, the CPIW increased the Social Security benefits by 3.2%. That was the COLA that was received based off of the CPIW. There was a 3.2% increase across the board. Now, the same COLA using the CPIE formula would have increased the benefits by 4%. So we would have seen almost an entire percentage of an increase, putting it at $180 a year in average Social Security recipients' pockets. Now, the Boosting Benefits and COLAs for Seniors Act is co-sponsored by Senator Bob Casey, Richard Blumenthal, Peter Welch, John Fetterman, and Bernie Sanders. Let me know your thoughts. Should this be enacted? And just to put that increase into perspective for you, if you collect $1,000 per month from Social Security, going into 2024, you would have collected $1,032. Now, if we would have based it off of CPIE, you would have collected $1,040. So an $8 per month increase, which equals over the course of a year an additional $96 or almost $100 extra in your pocket. Let me know, does that sound good to you? Is it simply not enough? As we had heard, $200 per month increases across the board. Now, also, one of the biggest increases we've heard that could come for those receiving Social Security would come by modifying the taxation to Social Security. As it stands right now, there are a lot of people, over half of the people that receive Social Security, that are getting hit with taxation on their benefits of 50% over a certain threshold, 85% over a second threshold. And many people are asking the question, why are we having these massive taxes on people that have already paid into this their entire lives? We're giving them an increase with one hand and then we're taking it away with the other. They're saying it's not right. And they're saying if we get rid of this, it would have some massive increases for people across the board. Now, to get the latest on that, be sure to check out this video right here next as I cover it in detail for you. And we will see if this legislation makes its way through Congress. And if it does, I will keep you up to date every step of the way. But you guys, that is the latest. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll keep you up to date and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.